meteorologist, Stephen Jones.
Well, the time is 5:10 p.m. and taking a live look at downtown San Angelo, you can see the cactus cam just filling up with some of that stormy weather off towards the west, the north, even the east, really everywhere but San Angelo having that severe thunderstorm warning in place, including us here in San Angelo. Actually, current temperatures starting to cool off more towards the north with more of the rain-cooled air, 76 here in town, 71 up in Ballinger, but then where we got a little bit more sunshine, 99 over in Ozona, so 28 degrees of spread is right now what we're looking at across the Concho Valley, where you didn't see quite as much rain down into Crockett County. Plenty of moisture for these storms to work with as well. Dew points into the 70s out east, even 70 here in town, 60s off towards the north, and then a little bit drier out west with those 40s over in Ozona and then towards Big Lake as well. As we're looking at the upper level pattern, it's being fueled by all this dynamic energy working off the Pacific, especially that upper level moisture as well. Really going to be continuing throughout the week ahead, just these waves of energy working over the Concho Valley and over the Lone Star State, so plenty of opportunities for rain. Hopefully we can avoid more of that severe weather that we're getting right now, but as we go into the weekend, finally starts to get this upper level ridge in place. Things look to warm up and dry out as we go into this weekend ahead, but for right now, the severe weather outlook really targeting areas here in the Concho Valley is actually going to be that bullseye, that level 3 out of 5 risk from about Austin pushing into here in San Angelo. The rest of us with that level 2 out of 5 risk. The main threats are high winds and hail, but also that slight tornado concern, and we have a couple tornado warnings that are ongoing. For tomorrow, still that level 2 out of 5 risk, a little bit more isolated to our southern counties, and as we go into Wednesday as well, more of the severe weather on the way from the west, that level 2 out of 5 risk, going from the Big Bend up into the New Mexico as well, and that level 1 out of 5 risk for plenty of our western counties, but could be strong storms still as they head into our eastern counties as well. For right now, the current radar showing you severe thunderstorm watch boxes into the Panhandle, and here in the Concho Valley dealing with this tornado watch through 10 p.m. tonight is what we're currently looking at. Spreads down into San Antonio as well, including them, but here across the Concho Valley, getting a zoom in on our radar here in San Angelo itself, you can see a couple of storms on there. This tornado warning is now moved a little bit off towards the east. Mason, Texas is included in this one now, so want to be in your safe space. Another storm firing off, a new severe thunderstorm warning, that one in there. Sutton County now also including Sonora with that severe thunderstorm warning. So getting a little bit of a highlight on these storms. You can see this one for Mason through about 5:30 p.m. is what we're looking at with the severe thunderstorm warning, or this tornado warning, pardon me. You can see this big hook that's coming into the area and a good amount of purple in there as well, indicating that hail with this one. And as we look at this volumetric slice, you can see just how powerful this storm is, pushing up towards that 50,000 foot mark, is getting really high up there, and you can see plenty of updraft to work with for the hail working in. And as we get a little bit of a look at that hail tracker for you, you can see up to maybe that golf ball sized hail working into far portions of Mason County, the western portions of Mason County right now. That's going to be continuing into town as we go through the next 30 minutes or so. This next storm we have up towards San Angelo, we're also under the severe thunderstorm warning. This is through 5:45 p.m. Right now we're looking at hail up to quarter size potential, wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. So if you want to stay off the roadways, could produce some street flooding for sure. Getting ready to move into town, getting closer now at least. And as we look at the hail with this one, you can see not quite as significant, not seeing the purples in there, but still getting at least walnut-sized hail in this one, so could still put in some dings on the cars. Want to be on the lookout for that as it works in. And that tornado watch, like I said, not going to expire until we go into about 10 p.m. tonight, so on the lookout for more of this severe activity as we go through the next few hours. Looking at our futurecast, you can see storms really just going to be continuing to expand in coverage a little bit, but as we go through the next few overnight hours, should be working off towards the south about 11 p.m. tonight to midnight is when we finally look to clear out completely. By tomorrow evening is when we're looking at that next round of showers and storms on the way. Should be coming through the Concho Valley again, bringing that risk of hail and high winds to the area. And once again, as we go into Wednesday, just rinse and repeat really as we go into it. Tonight, a little bit cooler, 62 degrees after we get rid of the storms. Going to be partly cloudy out there with winds out of the east, northeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, that holds pretty true as well, but still another round of rain on the way. Only getting up to about 85 degrees or so is what we're looking at tomorrow, with all the cloud cover and the rain on the way is what we're looking at. And as we go through the week, 80s are going to be pretty common, but like I said, finally by the weekend, that's where things start to dry out as we head back into the 90s for those daytime highs, with overnight lows hovering around those 60s and those rain chances finally dimming down to 10% by Sunday. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN.